Welcome to Wisdom Waves Wednesday, the weekly live sessions where we get some amazing words of wisdom on for you. And today's topic is so special. It is on building father child connection. I'm so glad to see all of you here. And today we are talking about something which is so close to my heart, something which I wanted to talk from ages. That is the connection between the father and the child. Whether you're dad yourself, a mom who's cheering on the dad, your family, or just someone who believes in the power of relationship, this live session is for you. So, first, I would like to tell you a short story which will open your eyes and give you a different perspective to what exactly I'm talking about. So, there was a dad who used to struggle with connecting with her teenage daughter. He thought that she didn't want to talk to him anymore because she was always on her phone. So one day he just asked her, "What's so interesting on her phone?" Instead of the child being defensive, she actually lit up and started showing her memes, her Instagram channel, and her Facebook channel, her YouTube channel, and realized that they were talking upon some playlist she had made on Spotify. So that tiny moment turned into their thing, sharing music, sharing laughs. So it was a proof that even the small steps matter. There was a time when they were not even bonding. From not bonding to sudden bonding moment is like amazing. So why really do is it important that father child should really bond? So let's understand this. It is let's understand this that a dad who is emotionally engaged in raising kids are more confident, better in handling stress, and more empathetic. So your presence as a dad is very powerful. It's not about doing big things. It's about being there, showing up, and staying consistent. I know life gets busy, work, stress, millions of things for dads, a lot of things on their plate. So it is easy to feel that you're falling short. But remember, kids really don't need a perfect father, they just need you. So the feeling of, am I spending enough time with the child? A lot of dads feel that I once met a dad who worked for long hours but carved out Sunday morning for pancakes, for cartoons with her child. So it became their ritual. So let's understand one thing. How can you really build connection with your child at different ages? Now, if your child is 0 to 5 years, what can you do? You can play, you can read, you can cuddle, you can spend small moments of just being there with your child. What can you do for a child who is 6 to 12 years? Now, for 6 to 12 years, you can actually talk. That means, what was your favorite thing you did on school? Who's your best friend? What made you laugh today? What did you do in your lunch break? What is your favorite food? Anything you can talk and you can share that sweet moment with your child. Now, for teenage, it's where it gets a little tricky with the child. Now, suppose um, let's give you an example. So one dad started going for late night drives with his son. So no pressure to talk about. You have to correct the child. You have to make sure that the child is seeing, visible, yes or no. You don't have to do that. It is just simple way of connecting and just enjoying the drive with your child. That is what is important. So now I'm going to share five simple strategies or that can help you strengthen your bond with your child. Now, first we spoke about that you have to be present, not you have to be perfect. That means you can put your phone apart during dinner time, you can talk. That was one. Second is during the bedtime, like I call the golden hour before the bedtime. So during that time, you can do a normal chit chat wherein you can be listening more and speaking less. We can do positive affirmations with the child. So whatever you feel is right and whatever you feel you have that much of time, you can do that bond building with your child. That is number one. Second is try to be an active listener, not a speaker. There are a lot of times that you don't have to go and rush and fix what the child is trying to say or put your words in their mouth. You don't have to do that. Just listen. Now, sometimes listening can be tough because small children speak very slowly, but that's okay. Because when you listen to them, they will tell you more. And when they tell you more, that means they are building trust with you. They are bonding with you better. They're loving you better. And that's a beautiful, cute, sweet connection of trust. And this is one of my most favorite one is that is number three. You can create rituals together. Now, what is a ritual? Now, ritual is when you have like a weekly solo date. That is a ritual, I would say. Maybe a pizza night together, maybe a movie night together. But that should be solo. That is your ritual will be specifically and specially with you. So you have to create and find out time wherein you create those ritual with the child. And that can be once in fortnight. You don't have to be so regular. You don't have to do it every day. One. You don't have to really do every week. If you can do every week, awesome. That's perfect. Keep one day every week, once a day. You can, in a week, one day you can do it, or fortnightly. What all can you do? So you can either do cooking together, it can be a pizza night, it can be a movie night, it can be just going out for a drive, it could be exploring hobbies together, it can be going to cycling together, it can be painting together, whatever, wherein you and your child can only bond. But make sure, one, you're not correcting, two, you are perfectly bonding, so there is no phone or gadgets or anything, it's just you and him or you and her. And number five, which is most important, stop correcting your child and focus on connecting. See, being a father, I know it's difficult because you're lesser time at home. So since you're lesser time of at home, so you need to be that one father who does not really too much interfere in correcting the child. Let that be mom's job for time being, till the time your connection becomes stronger. See, once your connection is stronger, then you don't have to really worry about correcting or not. Automatically the child understands you and there will be correction connection together. But till the time you did not develop that bond, that trust, you need to make sure that you focus on connecting and not correcting. So, I saw, I went to World book, I mean, this thing, Walmart. It's closer to my house. Now, there was a bookstore, okay? Now, in the bookstore, I saw a father, a daughter. They were sipping a cup of hot chocolate together and they were reading a book. I felt so nice. I felt so beautiful because both were laughing, enjoying book and having the sip of hot chocolate. There was nobody else, but they were so engrossed in themselves, they were so engrossed in that cup of hot chocolate and reading, that they really didn't matter, it did not really care who was around them, whether there was somebody or not. And that made their bond even more beautiful, even more, I would say, more pious. They could trust. I could see in their eyes. There was so much of trust. So you must be thinking, why did I talk about this topic today? Why and what I want to say? So basically, I had a conversation with few of the parents recently. Most of the teenage parents, I'm not talking about the middle childhood, I'm not talking about the toddler, most of the most of the teenage parents are suffering from bonding. And that, the typical problem is, they are bonding with their mothers, but when it comes to fathers, they are having a cut off, not very happy, not very talkative with the father, keeps distance, do not really appreciate father correcting, makes faces, so a lot of things. So that made me realize that it is a very common problem. It is not something that they are doing it out of frustration. No, kids are not really frustrated, but they are wanting to bond with the father. They are wanting to understand the father understands you, you understand the father, and you have a great bond with each other. And that is why this topic is so special. So, let me quickly recap on the 5 pointers which you need to make sure that you do with your child. Number one, be present, not perfect. Okay, you need to be present. They don't need a perfect father, they just need you. That's one. Second is active listening. When they are talking, actively engage in their conversation rather than being on phone. That's number two. Three, create a ritual together. That is you papa code, something like that. That is my papa code, papa baby code, or something like that, in which it is your thing. Nobody can come inside, neither mother nor anybody else. It can be just you and the child. Number four is let them teach you rather than you showing them how can you learn. Let them teach you. And number five is focus on connection over correction. So that will make your journey beautiful and wonderful, because connection doesn't require any perfection. It's about showing up and being present, letting your child know that they're seen, they're valued, they love you, they can trust you, and you are always there with them. Which talks about the solo date, which I was telling you about, a shared laugh, anything. So that is what I wanted to say today. And if you have any questions about this, please go ahead and share with me. I will answer any of the questions you like. So Ruhani is asking that my husband does not have time during weekday. What should I do? So Ruhani, in that case, what you should do is the weekend you should occupy either a Sunday or a Saturday, in which 1 hour should be the child and the father, and in which both of you are, both of them are enjoying, and you are not part of that picture. So it has to be father and child bond. It does not have to have mother involved in that. Okay. Rohan is saying that my child does not have a great relationship with me and feels that I had slapped him when he was young. Now it's been years I've not slapped him, but he still remembers that incident and I feel miserable. So, Rohan, I understand once done is done. You cannot really replace that. If you slapped your child when this child was young and he's still talking about it and he still feels bad about it, the best way you can do is you can tell the child that I am sorry for what I had done. Accept the mistake, it's okay. And let me tell you one small thing. maybe with that will help you understand the thing better. So basically what happens is, if there is a problem, if there is a relationship which has been affected, so one thing which we do wrong, or one thing which the child does not like and we do it, that means you have to replace with five good things with the child. So one bad memory is equal to five good memories with the child, and that will help you replace that memory. So from today, try to create amazing, happy, and joyful memories with your child, so that he forgets or she forgets that um, there was an incident which happened. And there's no harm in apologizing to your child. So apologize to your child and create beautiful memories, and gradually the child will forget. They love you, you love them. They need to know that you love them unconventionally, beautifully. There is no I mean uh, you just love them. You just love them, and they need to know that. Although they know it, but you need to openly tell them that you love them. All right, lovely, lovely. So anybody has any questions, please put it forward, and I will obviously put yes. So Suhani is saying that, will you be putting this live? Yes, I will be attaching this live. I'll be putting this live so that people who have missed the live can see it. Yes, I would put it. All right, so perfect. So now I want you to do it. I want you to do something is, so this week, whether it is a bedtime story, or walk, or just asking them about their day, whatever you feel is right, whatever you feel that you've time, please do that with your child. Come back to me and tell me what you've done with the child, especially for you fathers. So either you can read a book, it can be a bedtime story, or you can go for walks with your child, or you can ask them about their day and have a normal chit chat. Whatever you like, make sure you do that with your child, because these moments add up to a lifetime of connection. So connect with your child today so that you have a great bond lifelong. Hope you enjoyed the session as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. And happy parenting. Take care of yourself. And thank you so, so much for joining in. Love you all. Take care. See you next week, next Wednesday, same time. Bye bye.